When people say you can't, remember, he can. When you don't know what to do, please remember, he has the master plan. He will free you from your sin and give you peace within. So hold your head up high, cause you're gonna win. Good morning and welcome back to your spiritual sports segment on Rhema Gospel Radio. Better than when you heard it yesterday. I'm CJ. Let's get it started. There were 6 games on the diamond in the American League and Major League Baseball last night as the New York Yankees was defeated by the Oakland A's 4-3 as Jonas Cepedas went yard. The Tampa Bay Rays shut out and blasted the Cleveland Indians 6-0 as Mark Price won his 13th game and the first to do so in the AL. The LA Angels were crushed by the Detroit Tigers 5-1 as Miguel Cabrera belted his 21st home run along with 9 strikeouts from Max Scherzer. While the Baltimore Orioles eked out a 1-run win against the Minnesota Twins 4-3 as Mark Reynolds' 2-run single helped the cause. The Seattle Mariners pummeled the Kansas City Royals 6-1 with a homer from Jesus Montero, and the Chicago White Sox were defeated by the Boston Red Sox 3-1 off of Cody Ross, or should I say Cody Rose, walk-off 3-run homer to seal the deal. The men for the USA basketball were back in tune-up exhibition action as they faced off against NBA players Luol Deng and his Great Britain team as Coach K mixed up the lineup by inserting Deron Williams and taking out Carmelo Anthony. However, both players benefited as Team USA built a 40-point lead primarily with their defense and went on to manhandle Great Britain as Melo and Williams each poured in 19 points. In sporting news, longtime and very influential member of Penn State's Board of Trustees Steve Graban have succumbed to the pressures from his fellow board members to step down. The board, still fuming over the fact Graban did not notify them of the Jerry Sandusky investigation in April 2011, which they could have done something back then so they wouldn't be in the position they are in now. Graban wrote a letter to Chairwoman Karen Peets that read in part, quote, "It is clear to me that my presence on the board has become a distraction and an impediment to your efforts to move forward." Close quote. For your NBA Quick Dribbles, the ongoing saga surrounding Dwight Howard have reached new levels of ridiculous. As I reported yesterday, sources close to Howard indicated that if traded to the LA Lakers, he would indeed sign a long-term extension. And yet another twist, with Dan Fegan, his agent, in his ear, stated Howard would not sign a long-term extension and indeed would test the free agency market. Of course, Fegan would stand to make more cash if Howard signed as a free agent, but as we all know, it's not about the money. Nonetheless, I digress as the Boston Celtics are close to acquiring free agent shooting guard Courtney Lee in a sign and trade deal with the Houston Rockets, according to a league source. And speaking of the Rockets, newly reacquired point guard Jeremy Lin was introduced, and in joining the Rockets, Lin stated, quote, "It's a huge blessing." Close quote. Oklahoma City Thunder City Kendrick Perkins had surgery for a ligament tear in his left wrist. Free agent center Ryan Hollins agreed to a 1-year deal with the Los Angeles Clippers on Thursday, according to his agent Todd Ramassar. The Chicago Bulls have signed Vladimir Romanovich to a 1-year deal, the team announced Thursday. NBA Commissioner David Stern announced a few rules changes that include at any point in the game, officials can now check video replay of flagrant fouls. Officials can also now use video replay in the final 2 minutes of overtime to decide whether a defender was in or out of the restricted area around the basket on a charge and blocking fouls. Replay also can be used for goaltending in the late stages of the games as well. In addition, the league is looking to add possibly $100 million in revenue by permitting small advertising patches on uniforms starting in the 2013-14 season. And finally, after 42 years, 29 children by 16 mothers, Dennis Rodman and his estranged father, Philander, finally met in the Philippines. 16, 29, OMG. Enough said. Period. To have your company sponsor a sports segment, please email me at cj@cjsports.com for more information. To catch archives of your spiritual sports segment, log on to my brand new blog site, cjsports.com, and be sure to give me that follow on Twitter at CJSports. That's CEEJAY. And stay tuned for more updates on your next spiritual sports segment, where we sprinkle a little spirituality in your sports. I'm CJ. Be blessed and keep smiling, because God has something special in store for you.